It's not caught up yet. Oops. Are they? Yeah, I think they're seeing all that. Okay, great. Hey.
Hi.
I'm here with my friend Devi.
Hi.
She's a new model.
Yes.
She's getting her Big Cutie site very soon. Oh no.
What's that? Oh,
my phone's playing it. I do that every single time. I'm such a professional. Hey guys, thank you for coming.
Hi.
So we're just here to chill and talk to each other.
Just hang out.
Yeah.
We don't really have too much like planned specifically, but
finally, Jamie.
we just like hanging out though.
Yeah, so I just wanted to wear these to make sure we sound good. I think we sound good. All right. Well, let's see. So we're going to be asking each other some questions that we've written out, but you guys can also ask us questions. Yeah, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's see. Awesome. So I want to start off by saying that I've got the link to my Instagram and her Instagram in the description of this video. So if you're not following both of us, go do that.
You should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we've known each other for, I don't know, like 4 years maybe now.
Yeah, I think so.
Around
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
She's actually known my husband longer than I've known my husband.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah.
Yeah. And I haven't seen her in person since your birthday party last year.
Yeah, because like after that was COVID and everything, so.
That was a fun party.
Oh, cool. Thank you. That was.
It really was. Like
we had a piñata.
Yeah, there's a piñata and a bonfire.
Yeah.
I actually still have the little like mermaid.
I just
toy
saw that. Yeah.
in my bathroom.
Yeah, it had cool party favors.
Yeah.
And stuff.
It was cool. I got this little mermaid from the piñata, and she had purple hair. And at the time, I had purple hair, so I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is my little mermaid."
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I was gonna have another party this year, but it got canceled because of the COVID restrictions. But I was gonna have a tattoo party.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But I mean, it probably was better not to because that's kind of dumb in the first place. But like, I thought it would be cool.
It's a good idea, I feel like. Yeah. So somebody is asking, what do models do?
What do models do?
Well, I'm not really a model, but I would say that you're more close to a real model than me. So
okay, well, I'm doing BBW modeling, so that's big, beautiful women modeling, and my website is on bigcuties.com. Like, I'm gonna have my own page on there, and it's just like pretty much just like big girl sexy modeling kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm
curvy
doing
ladies.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am too. It's been fun. So
yeah.
Should
definitely. Well, she's already kind of doing it on Instagram. But I know you're gonna do like more when you have your site up. So
for sure,
that'll be cool.
Yeah, I've been doing a little, like selling a little content and stuff, like just through Instagram. But really, like I don't really have time to be doing like keeping up with all that. So the site will be better.
They said your Instagram has lots of pizza. Nice.
It does.
We actually just ate pizza because I was like, this girl obviously likes pizza.
Yeah,
we gotta order a pizza.
I feel so boring. I mean, that's just so plain, but I can't help it.
Pizza's amazing. It's the best.
It is.
Let's see. Is Dogecoin a good investment? I probably shouldn't read every single question.
What is that? I don't even know
what
that is.
It's like a Bitcoin thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know.
TJ might be able to answer that more than me. So you all both look like models. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
We try. So did you want to talk about Instagram or?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Like,
okay.
You're asking me about like how I got so many like followers so quickly earlier.
Yeah, her Instagram exploded. I've never seen an Instagram grow that fast.
Well, really, I think like a lot of the model sites do blow up pretty quick. And really, I feel like the models that aren't doing BBW, like just regular girls that just have like big boobs, big butts, like skinny waist, those girls get a lot like really quick. Mine is doing pretty well though, like for the type of modeling I do, I guess. But also I think it started blowing up a lot quicker once I started posting more often. So like that really does help a lot with the algorithms to like post every day and do stories and things like that. Like at first I was really lazy with it. I didn't feel like, doing my hair and makeup every day to do it. Cause like also I work full time already. And so I didn't want to, but once I actually like stayed on it, it's gotten a lot bigger. Yeah.
It's grown a lot. Like, I feel like just this year you've already gotten like 20,000 new followers or something.
Well, I haven't even had the account that long, like maybe since the summer, and it was just going really slow at first, like I said. So
yeah, but now it's up to like 35,000. So
almost, I think.
Yeah. Last I checked, I think it was already there. So
okay, cool.
Like
maybe,
sweet.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I'm like, dang, how do I do that?
Yeah, you just gotta post more, I think.
Yeah. I am the same way though. Like I don't look like this every day. Like, I don't know. I usually do some makeup or something every day, but not, to the extent that you kind of have to for Instagram pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, look, she did her hair and everything. She looks so cute.
Thanks.
You both are really hot. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Sweet.
Oh, we got a super chat. Rose Black. Take this link in. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't mention that. Streamlabs super chats are totally welcome. You guys can ask us whatever you want. If it's too crazy, I guess we don't have to answer.
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I probably will, yeah.
Yeah, we're both like very open.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't want to speak too much for you, but I feel like we're both kind of like being more comfortable, like talking and like being more. Thank you guys so much. Thanks. Just like being able to talk more about like sex and kinks and just being more confident in our bodies and our desires. So
yeah, I mean, and I've had to be doing the modeling. So
yeah, you get asked some crazy questions on there.
Yeah, I do. It's pretty funny. I find it amusing. I think some people get offended by certain things like that, but I think
I feel the same way when people send me stuff. I honestly usually just laugh, like like dick pics. Like honestly, like every dick pic that I get nowadays, I just say like LOL dick or something like that, and they're just like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, "Sure, it's great."
Yeah, I know. I get like tons of dick pics on Instagram, and when they send it, it's first like kind of blurred.
Yeah,
and then you click it, and it'll show you if you want to click it.
Yeah.
But like it says something like this may contain inappropriate images or something. And it's funny though, sometimes I get that like the blurred out thing when it's just their face. It's like that always makes me laugh.
That is.
It's like you may not want to see this. So,
That's really funny actually.
It is.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, so yeah, we talked about Instagram growth. Do you feel like there's anything else, like maybe tips or anything besides just posting regularly? Like, do you use like certain hashtags or?
Oh yeah, well definitely like whatever you're, you're trying to promote yourself as, or whatever your followers are interested in, like post hashtags, lots of hashtags. I don't know. Personally, I try to mix it up and not just do like regular pictures, like just my face or just like doing the same couple poses. I think it's better to include stuff with your personality, but I don't know if that's true, but like for me, I think
it at least like diversifies your posts and maybe shows people like you're not just like, I don't know, doing the same thing every day.
I feel like the girls that are just like perfect can do that, but I don't feel like I'm on that level where it's like that's all I can post and get like 1 million followers. But
yeah.
That's
Oh my gosh. There
Are you okay?
There are beard hairs in the mic because this is my husband's setup. Yeah, I put a backdrop up so it didn't look exactly the same.
The Chelsea background.
Okay, someone said you're just dumb, but I think they're just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Just be nice, guys. Yeah. Even to each other.
They couldn't be talking about us.
No. Let's see. What else did I put? So, like, I think that we were kind of talking about this earlier, and I guess kind of with the dick pic thing, too. But, like, when you're a female online and, like, not just, like, a public figure or whatever you want to define that as, but just pretty much any girl probably gets this a lot. There's always people trying to video chat you. There's always people trying to get pictures of things you don't want to send pictures of, especially not for free.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just don't get, like, what people expect. And I wonder, does it actually work with some girls? Like, do some guys just be like, show me a picture of your vagina? And they're just like, okay.
I really don't know. Like, I wonder that a lot, too. Like, does this stuff actually
try
work?
really hard.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of would assume it does since they keep at it, but
yeah.
I don't know. Like, the thing that, okay, so it's like in general, like in my normal life, like I'm not that social and I get anxious to talk to people. I don't talk on the phone to people. Like I don't call people when I should. I don't respond to texts when I should. And that's like my real friends in real life. So it's like really hard for me to do that to people like I don't even know, to communicate like that. And I've gotten calls like when I'm at work and stuff like that. Like I turn the notifications off so I don't get video calls, but like I get those a few times a day and it's like I'm not going to, I mean, no offense. Like if I had time, like I might, but I can't.
Yeah, so. I agree. I'm not super interested in talking to people like on the phone like that. So yeah, I definitely don't really want to video chat with strangers. I don't know. Yeah. They said we have like the same voice. We are both like pretty quiet. Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me.
I guess we could never do a podcast. Like, they would never know who's talking.
Yeah, they're like, who? What?
It's just Chelsea talking to herself.
Yeah. From two perspectives. They're like, that bitch is crazy. Let's see. It says, do you think images of penises is a turn on for women? I can't speak for all women, but I feel like, I don't know. Like, it depends on my mood and it depends on the dick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the person too, like, I mean, if it's somebody I'm with and it's like, I know what that dick does, like,
yeah, what it feels like, you're like,
then it's like, yeah, like, ooh.
It brings back good memories.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just totally random and it's just kind of can be weird. Or
also, I don't appreciate an unsolicited dick pic.
That's
like
kind of all I get right now.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple people that are like, can I please send you a picture of my dick? And I'm just like, okay. And I feel like that's like nicer to do instead of just like opening up my messages and being like, here's my dick. Show me your pussy. It's like, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess at this point, like, it really doesn't bother me at all when people do, but it's not like I'm not really into it either. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess that's really all I put for the Instagram stuff.
Wait, so do you get a lot of that on there or
what, like dick pics and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know. I get people that send me a lot of porn too. Just like regular porn, just like a woman like, you know, masturbating or getting fucked or something. And I don't know what to say to that.
Oh, like, do they say anything or it's just a picture?
or a video sometimes.
Oh,
and I'm just like,
I don't think I get that.
see, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They just, maybe you just seem like you're into that.
No. The thing is like, I'm not really like against porn, but I don't really watch it. Like,
you don't?
No.
Like ever or?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like the most, like into porn, like the type of porn I get most into is like hentai.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't really like real people porn.
That's funny.
I don't know why.
Any like specific kind of hentai?
No. I don't know. That's another thing that depends on my mood.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really don't really ever look up porn.
Oh, okay.
Is there no super chats? Well, there is a Streamlabs thing, which is pretty much the same, but Streamlabs is actually better because when you do a super chat, YouTube takes like 30% of it, and Streamlabs only takes like 10%. So look in the description. The first link is the Streamlabs if you want to ask us a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been doing these as regularly. I didn't do one in January. I try to do a stream every month, but I don't know. I didn't feel like doing one last month, so I'm going to try to do better. I really like that I have Devi here.
Yeah, we could do more.
Yeah.
Together. That'd be fun.
Because we're not too far. Like,
Yeah.
it's not too far of a drive for you.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I know many people have told us that we should do this more.
They have.
For like years. And this is the first time we've done it. So.
I know. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Should've
thinking
done
about
this
that earlier. But I think we're both just like pretty shy. And
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like for me anyway, like this time in quarantine and like just COVID has really made me more confident.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
In myself
Yeah.
anyway. Like I feel like less confident going out into the world.
But you feel less confident going out?
Yeah.
But more confident
like
in
in
yourself,
myself and like posting like more about myself or just
okay.
pictures or
Yeah.
doing these. Like I didn't really do much on this channel before last year.
Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah. I think it's partly because I've had a lot more time to work on myself. Like
Yeah. Oh, good.
I do like a lot of yoga and meditating and
Yeah.
art and like I don't know. I've just had a lot more time to like kind of figure out who I am as an adult.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So this has been a like kind of nice time for me in a way, which sounds weird.
That's cool. I mean, because for so many people, it's like the opposite, or
I
they get
know.
really depressed. Like I actually did get really anxious, like even more agoraphobic, I guess, than I can be. Like when it first started, not being
Yeah.
at work and just being inside all the time, like it got to the point where I didn't want to go into a grocery store or anything. And it's not because I was afraid of COVID. It's because I didn't want to be around anybody, like
Yeah.
just the people. That's probably kind of like one thing that made me start gaining weight is because I was like too scared to go in the store. So I got a lot of fast food, like because that way I didn't have to even get out of the car.
Yeah.
But-
Drive-thrus are definitely your friend during COVID.
Yeah. Or if you're socially anxious.
Yeah. I don't even like we used to go out to eat pretty frequently and we haven't been out to eat like sit down at a restaurant. I think we went in the summer when like things started to go down a little bit,
Uh-huh.
like the COVID numbers. We ate outside at a Mexican restaurant once.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay.
Like otherwise we order in, but honestly
Yeah, we order
TJ just cooks a lot. So
That's good.
yeah, it also saves money. So that's
I'm sure.
nice.
Yeah. It does. Uber's expensive. Uber Eats.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what you get, it ends up being a lot.
I know. You could get like McDonald's
Yeah.
and it's like $30.
Exactly.
Like this shit is not worth $30.
It's just worth it if you don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
But
I would
besides that,
say.
yeah.
We're kind of lucky because McDonald's is like right down the street. I like to tell people like in Louisiana, there's really like not, I don't know how it is where you are, but at least here, there's not much like zoning. Like, So like there's a cow farm like 2 blocks in one direction, but then there's like Taco Bell and McDonald's in 2 blocks in the other direction. So like,
well, we don't have cow farms.
Well, have you
We're
seen
like
that
closer to
here?
the main city.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Economics.
Shitty economics.
I like it. You're
Yeah,
so sweet though. Thank you
you.
for the Streamlabs. I appreciate it.
You're sweet.
Yes. That's really nice.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, I did want to talk about kind of what you were saying about like being more agoraphobic and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more agoraphobic than I've ever been in my whole life. And it's so, I don't know. I think it's really because people do not take COVID seriously in my area.
Yeah, they don't. It's crazy.
We were just talking about it. Like, I think you probably live like 45 minutes away or so.
Yeah.
And it's like almost a different atmosphere. Like,
very much. Yeah.
she said like pretty much everybody wears masks out.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely people that don't want to and think it's a conspiracy and all that. But I mean, for the most part, people like you'll get kicked out of places. And you said here they don't kick you out.
I've never seen anybody get kicked out. I don't really go out though, but like I'll go through drive-thrus and stuff and you can kind of see what's going on inside. And like just yesterday I saw this lady with like 8 children walk into a Starbucks with no mask on, and the policy is to give them a mask if they don't have one. So they gave her a mask and she just looped it over her ear and then kept talking to them.
Yeah,
and I was like,
messed up.
if I still worked there, I would not serve her. Like, I would say you can leave or wear your mask. And if she didn't, I would just like walk away because I'm not dealing with people like that.
Yeah.
And
you said that y'all went somewhere to a restaurant once and the waitress didn't have a mask.
Yeah, it was Halloween day, which is also my anniversary. Yeah, so we wanted to go to like a nice dinner. And the thing is everywhere here has to have a sign on the door that says masks are required, but that doesn't mean they're actually like following those rules inside. So like they had a sign on the door, and then when I walk in, literally like no one's wearing a mask except maybe some customers, but nobody that works there is. And we sit down and the waitress comes over. She's not wearing a mask, and she's standing like this close to me, like over me because I'm sitting down. And she's like, "What can I get you to drink?" And I just like tried to scoot like really far away from her. And then I couldn't help myself. I was just like, "So aren't you guys supposed to be wearing masks? Like there's a sign on the door." And she's like, "Well, it's Halloween. We're just trying to have some fun." And I said, "So COVID like goes away on Halloween?" And then she's just like didn't know what to say. So like she went to go get us drinks and we just got up and left.
Yeah, I would have. Did she have a costume?
No, not really. She kind of had like her face painted a little, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's like, and also like Halloween is like before COVID. That's when you would wear masks.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. That's kind of weird.
I know. It was really, I mean, you could even paint your mask like to be like a monster or something. I don't know. Like
they had those for Halloween, like the little costume masks.
Yeah. I mean, TJ and I just stayed home besides that for Halloween. And we still dressed up.
I just hit myself.
Oh, I wish I had a stand for you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You don't remember what you did for Halloween?
I'm trying to think.
I mean,
I think we just. Oh yeah, I think I just watched movies. Yeah.
We actually dropped acid and had like an amazing.
Actually, you're not the only people I know that have done that. I think 2 other people I've heard, like 2 other groups of friends did that. I guess that was the thing to do.
Well, it's a way to take a trip without taking a trip.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And there was that beautiful full moon that night, and we like laid out a blanket in the yard and just like watched the moon. And it was like what I could see anyway. It looked like there was like sparkly spider webs all over the sky. Nice. And TJ and I had a really nice night that night. So
good.
It was cool. And we dressed up for each other. I was like a fairy and he was like a demon or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So we made it fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of hate that I get so nervous when I go out now though.
Yeah.
Like, I had to take my dog to the vet last month, and the vet wasn't wearing a mask, and I had to ask her to put a mask on, and I felt like they were going to be pissed at me, and I almost had, like, a panic attack at the vet because I was just me and my dog. Yeah. And I was like, are they not going to, like, treat Salvador right because I pissed them off? And I'm just like, I shouldn't have.
That is kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to go through that, though. Yeah. Like, they're the medical professional. I know it's for dogs, but
still.
I don't know. That was awful.
Yeah. So I think it's really interesting that, like, you said you're more confident in one way and then, like, a lot less in another.
It is.
I mean, that's how it is, I guess.
Like, I feel so, like, confident in myself, but, like, not other people. I think that's the thing. Like, this has really opened my eyes to just how, like, willfully ignorant, like, the population is.
Yeah.
And it's kind of upsetting, because to me, like, I just feel like it's kind of like human decency to wear a mask and, like, try to stay away from each other. Like, you never know what somebody's dealing with. Like, I have, like, an immunodeficiency, so that's a big reason why I've stayed inside a lot, and I haven't gone to events and stuff. I feel like if more places were, like, kicking people out, like you said, or just enforcing masks, like, I would feel much more confident, like, going out and doing things, but I just don't. So, I wish I lived nearer to you, I guess.
Yeah, it's not as bad over there.
Yeah. Well, we went to a Saints game, and, like, there was, like, no one there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
The stands were really empty.
Yeah, they only allowed, like, 200 people in, which is, like, not crazy. Much for how big the stadium is. Yeah. Like, there was no one around us, and if anybody, like, even had their mask down a little bit, there was someone right on them, like, put your mask on.
That's cool, actually.
I was like, if everyone was like this, I would be so much more confident.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're getting a mic stand for Devi.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. You got COVID twice? Oh my gosh, that's awful. I feel, like, very privileged that I've been able to stay inside. But it's all, sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me okay? Or
okay, let me put this on. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so is that better?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel like it's blocking you too much?
It is.
Let's put it to that side.
Okay. Sorry.
We got this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's better, huh?
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So, yeah, you do kind of have to get a little up on it because we are so quiet. But I do have us boosted up pretty loud.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. That should be more comfortable.
Thank you, TJ.
I know, TJ is so good. He always helps me set up these streams, and he's like, you're going to have to figure this out one day on your own. And I tried to today, and, like, immediately I was like, shit, I forget how to do everything. I'm really bad with technology, honestly. Yeah. Let's see. I can read the chat a little bit.
Okay.
The death rate is less than 1%, by the way. Don't let media scare you. I mean, that's true, but there's also, like, 500,000 people in our country have died. Yeah. And, like, over the winter, it was, like, up to 4,000 people dying a day. So, yeah, I don't know. And, like, the fact that, you know, I mean, there are people in their, like, 20s and 30s who have died from it. It's not just, like, old people. Yeah. I mean, that's still sad if old people die, but I'm saying, like, you know, in, like, our age range, it's still a thing. So, I don't know. Yeah. I probably do kind of blow it a little out of proportion because I already had anxiety and, like, social anxiety before this. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like it's a lot worse. So,
also, like, I mean, I would just feel bad if I got somebody else sick.
Right. I thought about the same thing. Like, maybe I would survive it, but what if I got, like, my husband sick or something and he couldn't recover as well? And like I said earlier, I have immuno problems, so.
And, like, I do work with people that are vulnerable, like, to.
Yeah.
I would like.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah. I'm going to kill myself if I.
Oh my gosh. I know. Yeah, that would be terrible. Yeah. It's a really, like, hard time for everybody. I just think that, like, obviously you don't have to, you know, be as scared as me and, like, stay inside for a year, because that's literally what I've done. But, you know, just social distance and wear a mask when you're around people. And if you're, like, outside in a park and there's nobody around, then you don't have to wear it. But, like, if you're in the fucking line at the grocery store, don't be right up on strangers. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
That's one thing, like, I want to stay around even, like, once this ends. It's like, I like it.
Me too. Yeah, I remember, like, I've gotten in arguments with people, like, who got too close to me even before this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, give me my personal space, please.
Yeah.
I don't like strangers being all up on me. I guess we could get back on topic.
Let's see. What's our topic? Like, just
I mean,
Instagram modeling. Like,
yeah, I guess we could talk about big cuties if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, my website should be up this month. I'm not sure exactly when, because they are, like, someone in their organization, like a couple people have gotten COVID, so it's been delayed, but this month it should happen, and it's like a BBW site, so you'll get to see a lot more of me, and yeah, you can subscribe on there, and I'll be sure to let everybody know, of course, when it comes out, because I'll be so excited. So
They said you're a little quieter than me.
Oh, okay, here.
Sorry.
It's okay. Here. Can you hear me better?
I think so.
All up on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for posting Devi's Instagram. It's also in my description. If you're watching, please go follow us both.
Yeah. Thanks.
So yeah, what's up now? You got a different one? Okay.
Oh,
all
nice.
right.
Yeah, that's good.
Won't be as much in the way. Let's see. I thought this was a banter stream. I mean, it pretty much is. Most of my streams are very, like, non-structured, but I did.
Trying a little.
Yeah, I did want to take the chance to promote Devi's website, you know, when it comes out, because obviously we all need to go subscribe to that. Let's see. 3 million. Okay, you guys are just arguing about COVID. I'm over that part. Yeah, it stresses me out, but it's a part of everybody's life right now, so it's relevant, but get all the mics in the room and have it look like a press conference. That would be, I like that idea. I want to check out her Instagram. Do it. I already have my sock and lotion ready. Whatever. I guess that's what it's for, right? So anyway, yeah. Let's see.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, TJ.
TJ is such a good dude.
Good helper. Yep.
Howdy, all. Hey, Mendacious C, what's up?
Okay.
Okay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
now he's gone.
All right. So,
yeah, fun stuff. So, like, fetishes. Let's talk about that. Since
Okay.
that's kind of like what I'm doing. It's really like kind
yeah.
of fetish model. Some of it, like so I get into some like feederism stuff. Like, I mean, it's just like big girl modeling, fat girl modeling, and then also get into some of that too. But I wanted to ask you, like, do you have any like kinks or fetishes?
I mean, yeah, I feel like they really started to come out more when I got with TJ because I'm going off camera. He is more into like, well, I don't know. I guess I've always been a little interested in BDSM, but he's more extreme than I am, I think, with his interests. But yeah, I think a big one that I've found that I like is spanking. I like being spanked and I like to spank.
Yeah.
And I've recently kind of become more of a switch. Like I used to be a sub a lot and I'm more of like a dom now. So that's been fun.
Do you like really hard spankings or just,
no?
Okay.
Like I don't really like
ones.
paddle spankings. That's like a big thing for me that TJ probably wishes I was more into. But it's too much for me. Yeah. I'd rather have like a crop or whip or something. What's or just a hand. It's kind of like a horse whip.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, those are fun. And I didn't really know that I could get so much pleasure out of like pain. And I also kind of like leaving a session with maybe some marks or like bruises or something to kind of remind me. And I used to think that was like too extreme, like leaving marks. But then it's kind of like a nice, I don't know, like reminder, like in the days to come, like you sit down and it kind of hurts.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like, ooh.
Oh, that's a nice reminder.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
And it kind of turns me on like randomly. So
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, I didn't either until I did it. So I'm very open-minded. I'll at least try most things.
Yeah,
like
that's
once
how I feel
or
too.
a couple times until I figure out like if I really like it or not.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's the way to be. I mean, because then you do learn more about yourself and what you're into, what you're not. So
definitely,
and it's just fun.
What about you?
About me?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're getting into the feederism thing.
Yeah. Well, like I told you earlier, the way I feel like it first happened or first started getting into it was my boyfriend had asked me, he said, can I feed you ice cream and eat you out when we were in bed? And I'm like, of course, like the answer is yes.
That sounds great.
Yeah, and it was. So it's like that kind of first introduced like food to being something that can be used in bed. And like one thing, I think that to be into it, you don't necessarily have to go like all the way. It's just like any kind of kink or fetish.
Like
it's
BDSM.
Like, yeah, it's like some people just like playing around with spanking a little or like bondage stuff. Some people just use handcuffs sometimes. It's like you can just eat like some chocolate while you're having an orgasm or something. You don't really have to like
tried that
yet. That's nice. Like that kind of thing. You don't have to be like hardcore into feederism to like enjoy certain aspects of it. Another thing that made me like more comfortable with like just enjoying like being bigger and that in bed was just like well I'm with someone that appreciates that about me and like it's kind of awkward, but like, okay, so it's like your stomach can be something just as like squeezable and like jiggly and stuff as like your boobs and your butt. Like I never thought of it that way before. It was like, I hated when a guy would touch my stomach because I'm like, oh my God, like I'm fat. Don't do that.
I used to hate that too.
Yeah.
And like, I'm becoming like way more into it. Like I actually want like whoever I'm with to touch my belly.
Yeah, me too.
It makes me feel like they like it, and then it makes me appreciate it more.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, it's a pretty thing, and
yeah, it's just as squeezable and stuff as everything else.
Yeah,
it feels good. So yeah, and it's like it's something that actually turns me on now. Like if somebody's doing it, when before it was like I probably would want to kick somebody if they touched my stomach. Yeah. So.
Well, the fact that you brought up like I don't know, like fetishes can be like on a scale, I guess.
Yeah.
that was interesting to me because I guess I knew that, but a lot of people don't really think about that when they think of like certain fetishes. Like they think everybody with a foot fetish like wants their face stomped on or something. Yeah. It's like, no, not really.
Or like the feederism thing. It's like it's not a big misconception is like the goal is to become immobile or that you have to be like funnel fed, like things like that. It's like that's like the extreme.
That's not for everybody. You know? I mean, and I know that you're like a hustler. Like this girl works harder than anybody I've ever seen in my whole life. I don't know how she does it. She always has. And I cannot see you being okay with like being completely immobile and dependent on somebody.
No, I couldn't.
No, you're like,
I'd be depressed if I was just
in bed all day.
Yeah, I couldn't do that at all.
But some people like that, and that's okay.
I mean, that's their thing. But like, that's like all I'm saying. Like, yeah, if that's what you're into, it's like okay, but that's not like what defines that kind of fetish. So
yeah,
that's really.
And I've really liked watching you like on your journey doing this, and like I'm really glad that you're posting about it and stuff because I know that like your Instagram and website are kind of more like sexual things, but I also feel like, at least from my perspective, it's kind of a body positivity thing as well.
I think so too.
And fat acceptance. And I don't know, like let people do what they want with their own bodies and with their own partners. And like if it makes them happy, like why not? Like everybody can be beautiful in their own way. Mm-hmm. So I like that aspect of it too.
And I have definitely become more like accepting and loving of my own body through all this.
Me too.
And actually something we could go into, like I know both of us have had issues with eating disorders in the past.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what?
Do you feel like it's kind of part of it? Like,
yeah, that's one thing. I know. Okay. So I feel like in a way, my eating disorder, like it was kind of a mix of anorexia and bulimia because I restricted my food and I also worked out like 3 hours a day. And that is considered like purging calories. But I feel like the thing that really drove that was feeling like that I hated the way I looked and I hated my body. And I thought if I was thinner, I would like myself, but obviously like that never happened.
No.
So in a way, I feel like this is kind of the opposite. Like, I don't know, maybe like kind of rebelling against that, like the idea of my body. From that. Yeah, like so for me, it's not necessarily about my relationship with food as it is more of about like my relationship with how I view my body.
I like that.
Kind of like the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad you brought that up. I had pretty much a similar eating disorder in my teens, I guess into my early 20s too. I did work out a lot, probably not that much as you did, but I would restrict my eating, and then if I ate something that I felt like was too much, I would throw it up, like purposefully.
Yeah.
And it was actually like really common for the girls at my school. Like we kind of like girls that I hung out with like taught me like how to throw up, like
really?
Quietly.
Wow.
Yeah. And like, yeah. So I feel like honestly, it's also a societal thing. Like it used to be, like I saw this thing on Instagram that was like the top, people, the top women in the 90s, and they all had the same exact body type. They were all very thin, like almost, some of them were almost like dangerously thin, I feel like. And I felt like even into the early 2000s, that was still very like something that everyone you saw on the TV looked like that.
Yeah.
And it made us feel like we had to look like that to be pretty like them. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like that's as much of the case anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that is changing.
Yeah, and I really like that. You do see bigger people, like men and women. I guess it hasn't always been as bad for men because there's been bigger men in like movies and stuff before, more so than women. Yeah. But just in general, like fat characters are always just seen as like slobs or like
goofy.
They're funny. They're like the one that everybody picks on, and it's like funny.
Yeah.
But like, I want there to be more like people in the media that are just like, yeah, I'm this person. I'm also fat. Like, it doesn't have to mean that I'm a certain personality type or whatever, or a punching bag.
Yeah.
So that is a nice thing. I think that's part of like a whole like societal movement towards like accepting more body types and skin tones in general.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
So I think that was a big part of why I felt like I needed to be super thin when I was younger, because I started doing that in like the 7th grade, and I didn't stop until, honestly, I met TJ.
Yeah. Wow, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
He like made me stop, honestly.
Oh.
So
yeah. Wow.
and I haven't, done it since. So and I've gained some weight. I actually gained a lot of weight when we first got together.
Yeah.
And I've lost probably about 35 pounds since then. But it hasn't really been like I'm trying to lose a bunch of weight. It's just like I'm trying to feel better, and I don't need to like binge and also smoking less stuff helps not snack a lot too. Yeah, because I haven't really been smoking either or drinking. So
oh really? That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's helping you get healthier, then that's
oh
cool.
my gosh. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tommy.
you.
You're the best.
Cool, Tommy. Hey.
You know Tommy too?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Knows
You're
Tommy.
so sweet.
Yeah,
I saw him kiss Paul's ego.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there.
No, but that was awesome. That was
I wish I saw that. Yeah.
I'd ever seen. Tommy, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Who else did Paul kiss? I thought he kissed
Pimp Monk.
He's just
that
kissing
one
everybody.
Wasn't as funny. That one was just kind of like, this is happening. Okay.
It's pretty funny.
That was funny. Somebody asked, are you into choking? I meet so many women who like to be choked, but I'm such a gentle lover. I do, as long as it's not like actual choking. I don't know. That sounds weird, but like I don't like being like super restricted and like to where I'm like passing out or something, but the gesture is kind of nice. Also like really at like the peak of an orgasm or like as I'm orgasming, I kind of like it more so than just like throughout.
Yeah. Oh, I've never even like tried that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really know when I first started it, but it's okay. It's not something I'd probably like ask for in most case scenarios, but it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, that kind of reminded me. Okay, well, we were talking about I don't know. I guess so things about like being bigger that turn me on is like that I am more dominant in bed, and I always have been, but I'm 4'11", so it's like I don't have that much strength, I guess, for that. But since I've gained weight, it's like now I'm able to like hold my partner down in bed, things like that more. So that's cool. Like
that is cool.
So like there's different things.
Do you feel like you're like you would describe yourself as a dom, or that you're just more of like you lead the
probably kind of both.
Okay.
I mean, because we do like
BDSM at all?
Well, I feel like in some ways, some of the stuff we get into is like getting there because like I squish him sometimes, or like get him to where he can't breathe, like with my tummy or my boobs or something,
like on his face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like doing
so
that.
That's good. Yeah. So I don't know if that kind of gets into it. Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so and like when I was 4'11" and barely weighed anything, like I couldn't do all that.
But I know. I saw your picture where you were like pretty thin.
That wasn't even close to like as thin as I got.
You don't even look the same.
Years. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I mean, I think, you look pretty then too, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I have a bias, but I feel like I like thicker people in general. Like I'm more attracted to chubbier people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's really interesting though, because I know a lot of people are like sit on my face, and like I totally get it. I guess I've never had anybody sit on my face though.
Yeah,
but I've done the sitting.
Yeah, or like sometimes like I'll sit on his chest with my legs open, like right there. So it's like kind of forcing him to lick me.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's like it's easier to do that now that I'm heavy enough to like actually hold him down. Like,
do you feel like you could just be like thrown around before because you were small?
Yes, definitely. Now that's not so easy.
No, probably
you could
not.
break somebody's back.
That's how I feel. I don't really like when people try to pick me up or anything because I'm like, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So, mustache rides, yeah. Those are fun. Who is?
Tommy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tommy is always popping up like randomly everywhere, and I love seeing it. You're like in everyone's chat.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's hot. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but everything we've talked about
Tommy's
is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy is hot. I don't know for sure, but TJ has told me that Tommy has sent him some like really nice pics, and apparently he's very like well endowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's that.
Hey, like, guys. Why was he sending him that? But
TJ likes getting dick pics. If anybody wants to send TJ a dick pic, he's totally down. It doesn't matter the size, just send it. He loves it. Chelsea, please sit on my face. No. Maybe after COVID. Jimmy Dore wants to sit on my face. That's not actually Jimmy Dore, I'm sure. I would charge Jimmy Dore a lot to sit on my face. Oh, fuck. So, yeah. Oh, let's see.
I'm trying to think. Like, I did have questions.
I have some, too, but they're kind of, like, all over the place at this point.
So are mine.
So I'm like, where do I go from here? So you talked about eating in bed.
Yeah.
So, like, how does it make you feel when, like, somebody feeds you? Like, just in general.
In general. I guess it's just kind of like, to me, it's like a caring sort of thing. Like, it's sweet, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then, like, when I do that kind of thing in bed, it's like if I'm on top of the guy like I'm with, and he could like give me sweets or something while I'm on him. I think that feels pretty good.
Yeah.
And I guess like I do. Okay. So like being bigger and stuff does have things like I enjoy in bed with that. And so sometimes like the act of eating, like I know where that is leading to later. So that's kind of one thing that makes it sexy,
Yeah.
like just not in bed eating kind of thing. If like somebody's feeding me. Yeah.
Is it kind of like foreplay then?
I guess, yeah.
In a way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
That's
like
interesting.
one thing, that I've found out that I like is that, like when I started gaining weight, things like, like my underwear was too tight. And so like we were in the car and it was like all uncomfy and then I like ripped it. You could hear the rip kind of thing, and it's like, that was kind of sexy. It's like, I'm so big and curvy. Like I'm coming out of my clothes kind of.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's like things like that. And it's like when I eat or if he's feeding me, it's like, I know that's kind of where it's leading to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's interesting. I've never like quite done that, but I was telling her earlier that I think I was inspired because you said that, I don't know if it was on your Instagram stories or something, but you said you really like eating chocolates in bed or like having somebody feed you chocolates in bed. And so the other night I asked TJ to feed me Hershey Kisses in bed, and it was just like so much more like enjoyable than just like eating them myself. And I told her I felt like it honestly like made the chocolate taste better. Like it was so sensual and like loving and like intimate. And I was like, I had no idea. Like I never would have probably tried that before. So, because neither of us are necessarily like, well, I can't say TJ isn't into food in bed because everybody knows the story of the banana, but
That's a little different though.
that's quite different. Him and I have not done really anything like that.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's like I think anybody can enjoy some aspects of that.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
Who doesn't like chocolate? Who doesn't like sex? It's like just having all those like intense sensations going on at once. It's like, yeah.
No, I love that. That sounds really cool, actually. Somebody asked, how do you gain weight after being anorexic? Excuse me. Well, for me, it's been kind of a slow process, or it was a slow process. But I guess, I don't know. I know you've told, it's okay. I know you've told me before, Jamie specifically, that, like food actually like repulses you and disgusts you. And I had never really had that with anorexia. I just was like, this is going to make me fat, so I can't eat it. Mm-hmm. Like, did you ever have a repulsion to food? Like you like thought it was disgusting?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that's a little harder in your case, but, I don't know. There's got to be some food that you don't find gross, right? Like there's some stuff that you like really enjoy. So maybe just eat a bunch of that.
Or like smoothies.
Yeah, that's
that kind
true.
Of thing to get at least.
I know they have like drinks and stuff for people who are trying to gain weight.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it happened like over time. Really. I mean, like years, like just slowly gaining weight.
Yeah, becoming more interested in flavors as well. And like, I know since I've been with TJ and he's like started cooking more, we're really into like making everything taste really good. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of been a fun thing to experience, just the two of us, because he'll always have me try his cooking, and we're always like describing like the ways it feels in our mouth and like the different flavors and stuff.
That's cool.
And it is fun, and it makes him a better cook. And yeah, so that's, I don't know, probably just trying to eat things that you really actually enjoy. Also, I know that like CBD or THC or anything like that can increase your appetite. My cousin who had cancer had to do stuff like that because, you know, they were so like grossed out by food and throwing up all the time. But that was for medical reasons, obviously. But I feel like it could be used the same way, like make your appetite increase.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have all the answers. But yeah, Ensure is that drink I was trying to think of.
Oh, I've heard of people drinking that.
Yeah.
To gain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Is that something in, like, the community at all?
Yeah, like weight gaining shakes and stuff. I haven't done that. Like, for me, I want to enjoy it. Because, like, I don't want to go back to that eating disorder type of thinking. Like, I have to eat this many calories. I want to weigh this amount by then, and are like obsessing over what I'm eating. So
that is kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, it's like the same thing except the opposite direction, like gaining instead of losing. So
exactly.
I don't want to get into that. So I just really, right now at this point, I just kind of eat whatever I want and don't like restrict anything. But I do also like try to eat healthy stuff too, like along with that. But yeah.
Do you have like a favorite healthy food that you like?
I don't know. I just try to eat fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
I like avocados and try to eat nuts. Like things that can be fatty, but not.
Right. Like not like unhealthy.
Really bad. Yeah. So that kind of thing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I've been eating kind of more healthy actually since quarantine. We've tried to be a little bit more healthy. I know TJ was trying to lose weight. It still is, but it's slowed down a little bit because we're not as strict as we were being. But I think in quarantine I actually lost like 12 or 15 pounds.
Whoa. Yeah, most people gain.
I know. It's kind of weird. But like I said before, I think it's just because I have more time and energy to like focus on myself.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
like I wasn't really trying to lose weight, but I was just trying to be like eat more fruits and stuff. I try to eat like a banana every day and stuff like that, and oranges and stuff I like still. Like I really like cooked carrots and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what did you do before quarantine? Like where did you work?
I worked at Starbucks and I also worked at a vet's office.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't worked in public since last March.
Yeah. And you're still doing dog grooming stuff?
Yeah, at home, but it's kind of slowed down because I think people like they don't really go anywhere and like don't have people over, so
To
they're
show
like
their dogs off.
yeah,
too,
they're like letting their dogs get more stinky.
Yeah.
Also, one of my like super frequent clients, like every other week client, just died, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It was like a week after my lizard died too. It was really
that's
sad.
sad.
I
Yeah.
know. It was a little Yorkie. He was so cute. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I've just kind of been trying to help TJ out with his stuff, and like I said, trying to grow my Instagram, which I know it's really nothing compared to yours, but
You just gotta post more.
I got like 2,000 more subs, or maybe 2,500 more subs in like the last, I don't know, 5 months, and I felt accomplished. So. But yeah, I do have to post more. I just feel like I don't want people to get bored, like seeing me all the time.
No,
I don't know.
Fine. No, if they're following you, they want to see you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're right. I need to listen to you. You're successful, so.
I don't know about that, but
I mean, like I said,
doing okay.
you're pretty successful, I think. I feel like we pretty much covered like most of the questions I had. Like, did you have
let me
other
see what
questions?
kind of stuff I wanted to ask you. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I remember something. How many tattoos do you have?
Oh, I have, let's see. Well, I have 2 main ones, and then I have little hearts. Like I have, like that one. Can you see it? Can you see it? No.
No. There you go. Yeah.
So I have little hearts that size. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 of those little ones. And then I have my owl.
I remember when you got that.
Yeah.
That's so cute. It is hard to see. I remember.
And then I have one on my the inside of my ankle.
What's that one?
That one, it's from a book I like, Slaughterhouse-Five. It's a tombstone, and it says everything is beautiful and nothing hurt. But it's sarcastic. Like it's
Yeah.
because
it's on a tombstone, right?
Well, yeah, and it's like the book is about the fire bombings in Dresden. It's about war, and it's like really anti-war book, but it's just he's really sarcastic throughout the book. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, I like that actually a lot.
Yeah. What about you and your tattoos? Like I remember when I first met you, I was like, I really like your tattoos. And I'm like, wow, like she's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
She's way cooler than me.
No. I have 4 tattoos now, and they're all pretty big. So I have my. Let's see, what's this one? I can never remember which side they're on. That's my first one, and I still think it's my favorite. Honestly,
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a sunflower mandala, and I kind of want to like expand it into like maybe a half sleeve.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just have like designs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have this guy. That's my skull with the bird. And to me, this kind of just represents like the circle of life. Like the bird is like using like the dead person's head to like cultivate, new life. Nice. So
that's cool.
And then I have a sun and moon. You haven't seen these yet. I just got these in December.
Oh, nice. Those are pretty.
I can't show you guys.
Y'all
I've tried to show on here before, and it was just a disaster. But I have a moon on one foot and a sun on the other. And I've kind of always just wanted to get that because, I don't know. I feel like I've kind of have this, like, appreciation for my feet.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
you should post feet pics.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I kind of need
those tattoos are cute. I mean, really, just post a picture of your tattoos. Like,
Yeah.
those are nice.
Thank you. They're a little messed up. I kind of need to get them touched up. But yeah, I definitely will. I don't know. I guess that's kind of a new like fetishy thing of mine as well, is feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cause I don't know. I guess in the last year or so, I've like really liked like having my feet like kissed and like my toes sucked on and stuff.
That tickles me too much. Like if somebody does that to me, I'm so afraid I'm gonna kick them in the mouth because it's like just a reflex.
It is. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's not too tickly most of the time. If it is, I'm just like, I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
But it's honestly like even better like while you're having sex. Like you have to be flexible, but like they'll have like your leg up like by their mouth and you're, I don't know.
Like on your back with your legs. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been fun.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds intense.
And it's also kind of part of like my dominant side coming out too, I think.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that makes sense.
I like to like rub my feet like on like their bodies and stuff. Yeah. And like
cool.
Make them like force my foot into their mouth kind of. Yeah. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's a new thing too. I think it's just honestly, like I said, the whole confidence building thing has just really made me like explore a lot more sexually too, and be okay with talking about it. There's no way I would have talked about this like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like having my toes sucked on
while I'm having sex and my legs are up in the air. Like,
I'm very flexible.
That's cool. So. I'm pretty flexible. I'm double jointed. So,
ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's just, I'm not double jointed. I just like doing yoga.
Yeah, you do yoga. That's really cool. I want to do it. I've like gotten into it and then stopped a couple times, but I need to stick with it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't do it every day, but I really do try to do it every day, at least for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. It's really relaxing.
You feel like you don't have to do it? Because that's one thing I always feel like I have to do it for like at least half an hour.
No, you don't have to do it that long. I'll send you a link or this one YouTube channel that really got me into doing it every day. She does a lot of like 10-minute ones.
Okay, cool.
So they're really easy even if you're like busy.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. People are like, whoa, TJ sucking on your toes during sex. Yes, it's true. It happens. It's great. I love it.
Why would they be surprised by that?
I don't know. I really don't know. It honestly, it makes me feel like a goddess. Yeah. Like feet worship almost.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
It's cool. I like it.
And I think there's a lot of that aspect in like the BBW stuff, because guys that like fat girls or big girls like do like really worship their bodies.
I really like being worshipped.
Me
I
too.
didn't know that I did, but I do.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I've seen a lot of people say it's hard to commit to yoga. I don't know. It's just like anything else. Like if you miss a day, it's not a big deal. Like that was something I really had to get over. Like they do like 30-day challenges and stuff. And sometimes it takes me like 6 weeks to do a 30-day challenge, you know, like, you know, it doesn't happen every day. And sometimes I don't do a routine, but like I'll do some moves like before bed or like when I first wake up, like just to stretch out, you know?
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good.
You don't have to do like a whole video and get your yoga mat out and stuff. You just like stretch some and.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I do. It's like I get, you know, my mat out and I try to find a good video and.
Yeah. I mean, I do that too.
I have the little blocks and everything too, but.
My cat destroyed my block, but I still use it. It's just got like a bunch of holes in it. I'm like, I really need new blocks. I have some on my wish list, but I've never bought them. Yeah, TJ does yoga constantly, all the time.
He's your yoga master.
I've tried to get TJ to do yoga a couple times, and he's so tight he can barely even like sit on his butt because his hamstrings are so tight. He's like leaning back. Like, Jesus, babe, you need to stretch a little bit. Yeah, I feel like it's painful to not stretch for me at this point. Like, I get really tight and...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, you have more questions?
Let me see. I asked you about your fetishes. Your tattoos. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you've moved around a lot. So what's your favorite place you've lived, and where do you want to go next?
Ooh, yeah, I really have lived in a lot of places. I would say my favorite was Seattle. I really did not want to move to Louisiana, like, at all. Like, I cried forever.
Like, so you moved here from Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We lived there, I guess, a little over a year, and I just did not want to leave. It just was like, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was such a cool atmosphere because I felt like a lot of people, like, had, like, a similar mentality. Whereas, like, in the South or, I used to live in Kentucky, which is not super South geographically, but mentally it is.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, it feels like you can't really, like, express yourself too much in the open, and you can't really, like, you have to be very careful about who you express what opinions to before you, like, get to know them. And it didn't really feel like that there. So, you know, I made quite a few friends, and it was, like, easy to make friends because I just assumed, like, everybody kind of thought like me, and I was almost always right.
Yeah. And you were more open about it. So, yeah.
I feel like I can be open online about stuff, even though, like, I know people in my family see some of my stuff online, and they'll sometimes bring it up, and I just, like, try to dismiss it and not care what they think.
Yeah.
Someone asked if I miss New Jersey, and not really. I guess the town I lived in New Jersey was kind of cool because it was very, like, small and, like, insular, but, like, people were pretty nice in general, but it's also, like, way overcrowded and kind of, like, trashy. I guess the food was really good up there. There's a lot of great Italian and pizza up there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And where I want to go next, that's, like, one of the hardest questions I've been trying to figure out for months and months. Like,
Are y'all planning on going somewhere soon?
Yeah, I mean, we want to move, but, like, we were looking at, like, Nevada, but I'm like, it gets so hot there.
It's supposed to be miserable.
It's, like,
and dry.
There's very few, like, natural disasters.
That's something to worry about.
Like, the hurricanes scare the shit out of me here, and they're getting worse every year, it seems like.
Yeah, my mom just moved to LA, and she said, like, if she would have known how bad the pollution is, she wouldn't have moved. Like, she didn't know it was going to be such an issue with her allergies and the fires. Like, she said her balcony gets covered in soot. So, gosh. Like, she has to clean the balcony if she wants to go spend time outside.
I feel like you'd have to wear, like, some kind of air thing to go outside.
Yeah.
That cannot be good for you.
No, and it's from all the fires over there. It's like, I would never have.
Well, we
were
thinking about going back out west, like maybe Oregon or something, but they've had extreme fires, and it, like, has decimated towns last summer. Like, there are total towns in Oregon that are just, like, burnt down. It's just like, where can you move now?
Yeah.
Like, the West Coast used to be, like, the cool place to move, but there's too many natural disasters there now.
Yeah, and then the hurricanes here. And I'm from Texas. We had tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, California has earthquakes, too.
Yeah,
on top of the fires.
Fires, earthquakes, droughts. It's bad in California, honestly. I would not. And it's way too expensive.
It's pretty.
It is. I like visiting, but I also like visiting New Orleans. I don't really want to live here, though. Yeah. We were looking at Colorado, but they also have had a ton of wildfires, and they're a little pricey as well.
Oh. What about Arizona? I hear that place.
I don't know. I heard that Arizona was, like, extremely conservative.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe it depends where you go. Like, I've heard they have a really good music scene, actually.
I really haven't looked there much at all. Even South Jersey has a lot of redneck people near the Pines. That is very true. I was very surprised at how many, like, country people were in Jersey. Like, they drive trucks, and I'm like, this is fucking New Jersey. Like, what are you guys doing? They go to like country music festivals and shit.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of rednecks there, and they'll go like fishing in like these crappy like concrete ponds that are built because like nothing. 'Cause
there's no real place to go.
I mean, in the Pine Barrens, like they were saying, it's actually pretty cool because it's like a nationally protected forest area.
Okay.
And I really do like spending time in the Pine Barrens. I used to go kayaking and stuff through there. And there's this really cool, like, hippie music festival there that me and my dad like to go to. It's called Beard Fest.
Beard Fest?
Like beard. Because the main band is called From Out of the Beard Space. It's just super psychedelic, like hippie music. But everybody there is super cool. And the music is just, like, people just super talented. Just like jamming on instruments.
Yeah.
Like they make saxophones sound like the coolest thing you've ever heard in your life. And there's like lots of drugs and sex going on. And I go there with my
your
dad.
I know
It's a little weird to say that, but
not awkward at all, or y'all just cool like that?
No, me and my dad are pretty cool. You know, we have done drugs and stuff together, but I mean, obviously, I'm not having sex with anybody when my dad's around. I'll just say that much. But like, they have like classes there as well that are free. I mean, it costs money to get in, but everything inside is pretty much free. And I made this dream catcher out of like sticks and twine, and it actually looked really cool. And I put like feathers and beads in it and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, they taught us like how to do that and how to like wire wrap like jewelry and rocks and crystals, and it's like a super fun thing. There's, you know, people walking around barefoot. There's dogs. There's places to swim. It's really cool. So
yeah,
I don't know. There's stuff all around this country that's really interesting. You just gotta like hunt for it. And I'm having a hard time figuring out where to go next because like I'm just not sure.
Yeah. Would you ever move to somewhere like New York or like
I would, but I don't think that TJ probably would because of all the snow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They've got a shit ton of snow right now. I have a friend that lives in New York City. Well, pretty close to New York City. I think it's Brooklyn. That she lives in, and she was talking to me about how she feels like she's like super claustrophobic because they just keep getting dumped on and like they can't go anywhere, and there's like 30 inches of snow. Yeah, so it's been pretty bad lately. Like in the north, there's a lot of snow right now.
I know it does not get even close to that cold here.
It's been a little cold this week.
Yeah,
like today is like in the 40s, which is cold here, but not up there.
Like freezing for here. Oh, okay. So I'm from Texas, and my family told me, well, my dad told me in Fort Worth there was a wreck like of over 100 cars, like 130 car pile up.
It was one of the worst in the country.
Yeah,
like historically. Yeah, they're just not used to. There was like ice on the road.
Yeah, that's how it gets over there. Because it doesn't really snow. It's just like it rains, but then the rain freezes on the ground, and then you can't see it. It just looks like
and
the ground.
Places in the South don't get that often, so they don't have like salt trucks at the ready like they do.
They're not as prepared.
Right. They don't have the means to like clean it up very easily. So deep fried pizza in Scotland. How could you deep fry a pizza?
I don't know. They deep fry anything though, so I don't know. Like I haven't had it.
Pizza is already so greasy. Let's dip it in more grease. Jamie says that New Mexico is really nice. That's where she lives now. I know it's really cheap in New Mexico, but I also heard there's like a lot of crime there. I don't know how.
I mean, there's a lot of crime around here though.
That's true. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, in Brooklyn there's snow everywhere. I kind of think snow is pretty, but it is a pain in the ass if you have to like go anywhere. Let's see. Black ice. Yeah, that's what's killed all those people.
That is what it's called, black ice.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my questions I had for you.
That's okay.
So We kind of did this a little. Well, what's the best job you've ever had? And what's the worst job you've ever had?
I hate to say it, but like I don't really like any of the jobs I've ever had. Let's see. I guess like the most rewarding job that I've had is just grooming animals, because I really love animals. But it is actually like extremely difficult, like physically.
Oh, okay.
And you get hurt a lot. Like dogs often bite you, and cats scratch you. And
have you ever been hurt like really badly, like injured or?
I guess not too bad. Just like getting bit is really like the worst, but I've never like had to get stitches or anything. That's good. But yeah, like wrangling animals is not an easy thing. They're very unpredictable. You have to learn their body language really well, and the grooming industry doesn't really pay that much, and they try to like rush you through everything, which is like really dangerous.
Annoying. Yeah,
because you have like sharp objects next to like a crazy dog that probably doesn't want its haircut or something. Yeah, and it's easy. I've cut dogs before, and that's really sad.
Yeah,
like
their owners get mad
usually.
Oh,
some understand, but because like it's I mean, think about it. When you get your hair cut, you're not like
yeah, and
like trying to kiss your barber and stuff, or you know, trying to bite them, whatever. And they want you to do like 8 dogs a day, and it's just like, for me, it takes probably about 3 hours to do one dog.
Oh, okay.
So that's like impossible for me. Crazy. And I always got told I was too slow, but I'm just careful, and you know, that's why I like doing it at home more.
That makes sense.
Because I can be like one-on-one with the dog, and it doesn't have to be in a cage and stuff. I would say the worst job I ever had was at Amazon.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that's pretty terrible. What did you do?
I was a picker, which is like, you have this little like, I don't know, it's kind of like a pager, like remote thing. And it tells you like what people ordered and where it is in the warehouse, and you have to go find it and get it and like put it on a conveyor belt to go get shipped off. Which I've heard that they've upgraded that position in a lot of places, that robots do that now, which is good.
Wow.
Because I was walking like 20, like 40 miles a day.
Really?
In the warehouse, because they're huge and there's like multiple levels.
Oh, okay.
And they'll just send you from like one corner to the other sometimes. And they were always trying to like rush you. And it was like 10 hours a day on your feet. 4 days straight, sometimes 5. Jeez. And
that sounds crappy. Did you work there very long?
No. It was just the summer from when I left high school to when I started college. Was when I worked there, because it was easy to get a job there, and it paid more than most places at the time, which was $11 an hour, which I thought was some big money back then. But yeah, TJ often like brings this up when he's talking about Amazon. He doesn't usually like name me, but I actually like peed myself at that job. Oh my God. I was 19 years old and they don't have air conditioning. It was in the summertime, and people would pass out a lot because it's hot. Oh my God. So they were constantly like, drink water, drink water. Yeah. So I was drinking a shit ton of water, but there was only 2 bathrooms in the whole warehouse. Yeah. And when you go to the bathroom, they would like, your like beeper thing would just like go crazy. It'd be like, you're running late, you need to do this. Are you serious? So like I would try so hard to like hold it. And I remember I was literally like doing the pee dance. I was like, just hold out until lunchtime. Yeah. And it was like 10 minutes before lunch break. And I just felt it like escape me. Oh my God. And it just came out in like a stream, and I peed everywhere. Like right in the middle of the aisle of this warehouse. And like no one saw me pee.
Did you tell anybody?
Yeah, I ran away. I just like, and I tried to stop. I even like held my like crotch, and it was just like peeing through my hands. Like I couldn't stop it. Yeah. And I know it was really embarrassing. And I asked to go home early so I could like change and stuff, and they didn't want to let me go home.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you leave anyway?
Yeah. I did, and I got like counted against or whatever. Jesus. And I told him like I peed up in like whatever aisle, and they made some poor girl go clean it up, and I felt so bad. But I was like, I'm not going anywhere covered in pee right now. So yeah, that
does sound like
I quit after that. Yeah. So what about you? What's your favorite and least favorite job? I know you've had a lot like me.
Yeah, I have had a lot. My favorite was when I was a preschool teacher. That was very rewarding. Of course, I had the little bitty kids, so like 1 and 2, and that was a lot of fun. I think my worst job, I don't know. I've had so many crappy like retail.
I know there's way more bad jobs than good ones.
Yeah, like I can't even. I don't know, really. It's hard. Like, honestly, I don't even remember all my jobs I've had because I'd had a phase where I was just like starting and quitting a lot. Like, so I don't know. I think,
Have you ever worked like fast food?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah.
I have. I've worked at a lot of food places.
What's that like?
It can be really terrible, but honestly, you do like usually form like strong relationships with like the team, so that's cool. Like you usually have each other's back and stuff. Because rushes are hell.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, the worst job. I think I quit like on my lunch break. I didn't come back. It was just a stocking job. It was at a grocery store, and I don't know.
You just left and then
I did.
That's funny.
Because that was when I was my smallest. I was probably like 90 pounds, and they wanted me to lift giant boxes off of the top of a pallet. I was like, what the hell? Why did y'all even hire me for this?
They asked me to do shit like that at Amazon, too. Like, lift stuff way above my head, like, on top of a ladder. That was, like, way too heavy.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I was probably more like 160 or something back then. It's not my thinnest, but still, like, I was not strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
And it was dangerous. Being on a ladder is dangerous anyway. So yeah. Jeff Bezos thanks you for your service. I didn't shop on Amazon for so long until I'm at TJ, and then I'm like, shit, this is so convenient. I hate myself. Do you have more questions?
Let's see.
Man, you have more than I did. Sorry.
Well, mine are all random though. I feel like just going.
Yeah, I was thinking about asking you random ones, but I wasn't sure if you just wanted to talk about like sexy stuff or not.
Let's see. Okay. So we're both bisexual or pansexual or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So what are the most annoying misconceptions about it for you?
Probably that like I want to be with like everybody. Like people are like, oh, that just means you're like the biggest slut, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's always been that way. Like even in high school, people are like, oh, you like girls? That means you like me too, right? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I had even my best friend in high school, like when I came out to her, she like immediately thought I was telling her that like I had a crush on her, and she was upset that I didn't. Even though
she was upset that you didn't have a crush on her? Oh my gosh.
She would like, I don't think she had a crush on me, but I felt like she wanted it like as a flattery thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's
kind of messed up.
I know. I was like, no, I know too much about you to like you like that.
That's why she was mad.
Yeah, probably. What about you? Are there any like annoying misconceptions?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same, like that.
You just want to sleep with everybody.
Yeah, or like I've even posted stuff that kind of like on Facebook, like my regular Facebook. I've said something like that mentioned like having a crush on a girl, and it wasn't even like it was a celebrity. It was because I actually saw her in real life, and she talked to me, and I just like.
Who was it?
I can't even remember her name anymore, but I had a crush on her when I was in high school.
Okay.
And then like I just stood there like and so I posted like just on Facebook like how embarrassing that was. But then immediately I got a message from some guy like I hardly knew and asked me if I wanted to sleep with him and his girlfriend. It's like no, like I don't want to just sleep with anything.
I know.
Anyone that moves. So like yeah.
Do you feel like you would you describe yourself as bi, or to most people, or do you say like you're pan or what?
I usually just say bi or
Yeah. It's less explaining if you
yeah,
just say
exactly.
bi.
I know. I feel like people get that easier.
Yeah.
I don't know, but really I don't really care that much about the labels or even like them that much.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for me, like I've always just liked people for their personalities and like their brains.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I don't really care too much about like what genitals they have.
Yeah.
That's kind of always been my go-to explanation.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of guys are hot and I think a lot of girls are hot. You've had, how many girlfriends have you had?
I had one long-term, like 4-year relationship.
Oh, wow.
And then I've just dated a couple other girls besides that. So
Gotcha.
yeah. What about you?
I've never had a girlfriend longer than like 6 months.
Okay. That's still a pretty long time.
Yeah. I've had 2 girlfriends and they were both in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure why as an adult I haven't had any, but
Yeah.
I haven't. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've slept with a couple girls as an adult, but never dated them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Let me see. Another misconception is, I hate when people think that it's just like you're just trying it or you're just like that. I've heard people say that it's not even a real thing.
Oh my gosh.
But a part of me, it's like I kind of get it because to me, when I think about being completely gay or completely straight, it's like that almost seems impossible to comprehend because like,
Me too.
I don't get it. So like a part of me wants to be like, no, there's no way you're like completely straight. You're just kind of homophobic. You don't want to say it. So it's like, I get that. But at the same time, I know that just because I feel that way, I can't like judge other people or some, it's like, so I know that I get where they're coming from when they think that, but still it's like, I'm smart enough to know that you can't like judge people that way.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like, someone asked, how does a bisexual marriage work? Well, for us anyway, we have an open relationship, and I guess not a whole lot of people know that, but it's true.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's like more of a recent development, but that's also another thing that when I have told people, I get the same kind of reaction, like, oh, then will you sleep with me? Will you be my girlfriend? It's like, just because I'm not monogamous doesn't mean I want to sleep around a bunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm sure there's tons of misconceptions about that.
Yeah. There's a lot. And there's like so many different ways to have an open relationship. Like, I don't know. Yeah, poly is another way to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right term is for us. I don't know if we really fit like certain labels, but I mean, yeah, we've slept with other people since being together.
Oh, I
and
did not know
okay
that at all.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's happened.
Yeah.
And it hasn't always been that way. I used to be like really insecure about it at first with TJ because he like always has people like trying to flirt with him and send him nudes and stuff, and that used to bother me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got over it.
Yeah, I think I'm too jealous for that.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like I can be really like if I'm single and like I don't get jealous at all and I'm like can go out with a lot of people and not care, but then when I'm in a relationship I'm like
you're mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel that way. I used to be really possessive of TJ.
Yeah.
Like I remember this girl asked us for a 3-way one time and I like freaked out and now I feel bad about that. Because she was just like, I just want a 3-way. And I'm like, get out of here.
That's funny.
But 5 years later,
I'd probably be like that though.
Yeah. And no, Peyton is not one of those people, by the way. Peyton is TJ's assistant. Not in a sexual way. He literally just like goes grocery shopping for us and like does some work for TJ. It's not like that. Yeah. So there we go. I don't know if I've ever said that on a stream before, but here we are.
Yeah.
I told you I'd be more comfortable with you. So let's see.
I'll probably ask you more later about that.
Okay. That's fine. I appreciate you doing it later. Because, yeah, I posted something in my Instagram stories, like, I don't know, it was one of those, like, question things, and it was, like, you 10 years ago versus you now or some shit. And I put, like, relationship status, and now I put as open. And I got a shit ton of DMs, like, what the fuck? You're in an open relationship? Will you be my girlfriend? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm just like, no. I'm not interested in everybody. I mean, I guess I am more flirty now because of it. I don't feel guilty about flirting with people online or anything. Do you ever feel like that? Because, like, you have a monogamous relationship.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Like, I don't know. It's like I gotta separate that though. So,
do you kind of see it as like almost like a job?
Yeah, and also the guy I'm with, he's not jealous at all. Like, he could care less.
TJ, he never has been jealous.
Yeah, like, I'm the jealous one in the relationship. And I've gotten a lot less over time, so it's like, who knows what it'll be like in the future. But yeah, so it's like, really, he doesn't care, like, at all.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, if I did ever feel guilty, he'd probably just be like, why? Like,
so, it's fine. Like, I'm the one that actually gets to sleep with you, so.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, I used to be really jealous, but I also used to be like way more insecure.
Yeah.
Like, I thought TJ was just gonna like leave me at any second for anybody. Like, oh, but they're hotter than me, you know, or whatever. Like, I don't have a penis though, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I feel like me being more confident is why I felt comfortable having an open relationship.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because honestly, like, I have a super high libido, and like, I don't know. I feel like I need to express that besides just like masturbating all the time. I'm like, I do sick too. Of doing this by myself.
Yeah, I'm with a guy that's a lot younger than me, so I think that works.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Oh, I don't want to say how old I am, but like girls my age with guys in their early 20s is like a good matchup as far as like matching like libidos. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of girls I talk to say they don't really have much of a libido, like even at my age. And like, I don't know. I'm like, am I just weird? Am I an info?
Yes.
Like, what's wrong with me? But then I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. I love sex. It feels great and it makes me happy. So
yeah,
I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yes, I
we're probably kind of close to wrapping this up. Do you guys want to send like any more questions in? We've been doing it for like an hour and 40 minutes. So
yeah.
Last call for some questions. Or did you have any more questions?
No.
Yeah, I don't really either. Let's see. Yeah, he calls TJ's assistant calls him master.
Really?
Like, TJ doesn't make him call him that or anything, but like he calls him his squire, and he's like, "Yes, master." So yeah, I can see why you guys would think that's a sexual thing, but as far as I know, it's not. That's another thing about being in an open relationship is, I feel like there's still like, it's still possible to kind of cheat, like if you hit it or something.
Okay.
Like, I don't think I'd be as upset as I used to be, but like, if he was sleeping with somebody, I'd still want to know about it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, what about I don't know if I should go into it a lot right now.
I mean, you can, and I'll see it, you know.
I mean, like, okay, so is it just like sexual that doesn't bother you? Would it bother you more if like they were like
in a relationship
kind of thing, or is it?
I mean, I haven't really experienced that like a whole lot with him yet.
Yeah.
Like he, you know, hasn't had like another boyfriend or girlfriend or anything.
Yeah.
But honestly, at this point, I don't think it would really bother me. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I'd be okay with it as long as like they were cool with me Like if they like didn't like me or something, that would probably bother me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if they were jealous of me or something, or try to compete like for my time with him, because like the marriage always comes first. Like we're like each other's number one. So if they were like trying to like impede on that, I think there'd be a problem. But as long as you're open at the beginning with those kind of relationships, it's just like, this is how it is. Like my wife is like number one, my husband's number one. Like you're gonna have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And they usually are.
Yeah.
So. Cool. TJ asks, do you like SpaghettiOs? No. Do you like SpaghettiOs?
Oh, no.
See, we're sophisticated adults.
Yeah.
Is mayo ice cream a good idea? No.
No.
We both say no. A sexual thing that you want to do but haven't yet.
I don't know. It's like if I want to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with that. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of like bondage and like being tied up, or like the shibari ropes. I've never really done that.
What shibari ropes?
It's like a lot of people do it almost as like an art form, but it's also can be like sexual. It's like just like tying people up in ropes, but in like intricate designs and stuff, and like patterns. Yeah. And I haven't done a whole lot of bondage. Like, I don't know. I guess I've had like my hands tied, but that's about it, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't done a whole lot else when it comes to that. But anything from you think that you might want to try sexually?
I don't know. I mean, not really. I don't know.
Yeah. She's just like, I get what I want.
Yeah, really.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, these aren't really questions.
I don't know.
There you go, TJ. Learn shibari knots. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna make anybody do anything they don't want to, but
yeah,
I think it would be cool. I don't know. I like the idea of like kind of being powerless, I guess, in a way. But I guess that is my more submissive side.
Yeah,
coming out. I like being a switch though, because I can just do whatever. Do you feel like you ever like do any submissive stuff, or are you pretty much always dominant? I don't.
Mostly, what was that?
There was just
somebody
an
just got shot.
Okay.
No, I feel like usually I'm always more dominant. Really, I mean, I don't mind giving up a little control every now and then, but like in general, I'm usually the dominant one.
Do you feel like you'd feel like uncomfortable being tied up, like not having
No,
control?
I mean, that does sound fun actually, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like a huge desire of mine, but I have interest in it.
I don't know. Maybe I would try something like that.
Yeah. I think it might be fun to not really have to think about what's going on and just be like, do what you want.
Yeah, maybe I should try something completely new for me. So, yeah.
That would be cool. Let's see. How do I introduce the topic to my GF that I want her to use a strap-on me? I would say just ask.
Yeah.
I mean, I like using strap-ons on guys. I've actually never used one on a girl, but I don't know. It's fun. I kind of wish that like I could actually feel like what's going on. Like I actually had a penis or something, but I don't know. I've like the dominant aspect of it, and I feel like there is some pleasure in it for me as well, even though I can't really like feel what's going on necessarily. But I don't know, like, how would you feel if your boyfriend asked you?
I would be fine. I'd be like, okay, like I'm down. Let's go. So
okay,
I don't know. I feel like I've heard a lot of girls that want to do that, like to their boyfriends. Yeah. So maybe she'll be cool with it.
Or maybe just try like, introducing her to being like more dominant in general in the bedroom, and then like work up to a strap-on, because that's what I did anyway. Like, I didn't start off right out the gate like with a strap-on. It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's fun to build up to, I guess. Let's see. Do you like Philly? Philadelphia is a cool city. I spent a lot of time there when I lived in Jersey. I mean, I know how to do them. You do? I didn't know that. Do straights have it too?
Straights have what?
I'm not sure. What do you think of topping from the bottom? That's my jam.
What's
topping
that?
From the
I
bottom.
feel like I don't know a lot of stuff. I've asked you what's that like so many times.
It's okay. Topping from the bottom. I'm guessing that means like being a bottom, like being on the bottom but still dominant.
Oh, okay.
It's more of like a mind thing, I feel like.
Oh.
Like, you'd have to talk more, I feel like. I don't know, though. I don't know if I've done that very much. Have you done that? Do you feel like when he's on top, you're still pretty dominant?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like, I am able to like give up control sometimes.
Switch a little
bit.
Are you almost always on top?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very submissive. But he's like, that's what he's into. So
Right.
yeah.
I can honestly see that from him. Is he gonna watch this?
Probably. He won't be offended though.
Okay.
He knows.
Yeah,
He knows he's a
cute.
girly
It's
boy.
Not a bad thing. It's
Yeah,
not
I
a
think
bad
he's
thing.
adorable.
Yeah, he's a little cutie. Let's see. Just randomly one day blurt out, "We should get a strap on."
That's a good idea.
That's
Why
one
not?
way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, if y'all are pretty open about sex and talking about it, then I think it wouldn't be a big deal. So maybe like first be comfortable talking about things that you like and want.
Right. Like, I know everybody's different, and I used to be more shy when it came to talking about sex. Like, even with people I was in really close relationships to, I was like afraid to say what I wanted or what I liked. So I know that can be hard to talk about, but just start off small. Like, hey, can we talk about sex? Like, can we talk about, my fantasies or your fantasies or whatever, and see if either of you are interested in each other's and see where it goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Like bring hers up first.
Yeah.
Because people always.
They like to talk about themselves.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So if you get her to open up first about it, then.
Like, what are your fantasies?
Yeah.
Well, mine is.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Girls can power bottom. I know they can. I just feel like it. I don't know. Like, it'd be.
Like telling them what to do or
Yeah.
like how to do it, I guess.
Like, yeah. Probably.
Or holding them.
I don't know how else to
onto
do it,
you.
though. Maybe you should give us some suggestions.
Yeah. We don't know what to do.
Basically, I like femdom. I like face sitting and all that stuff. But in reality, I like to control what's happening. So, like, the submissive side of you is kind of more just like an illusion for the sexual fantasy. You don't actually want to be like, give somebody all the control. That's interesting. You definitely have to talk about that before you did it then, because most people would think if you're willing to let them dom that like they can do whatever they want for the most part.
Yeah.
Unless you have like a safe word. Let's see. When I was 22, I was involved with a 33-year-old. Even since then, I have had fondness for cougars. I don't feel like a 33-year-old is a cougar, but I see what you're saying. I feel like a cougar has to be like 50 or more. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know either.
What's the definition?
I would think at the youngest, like 40 at the very youngest.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just hopeful. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Honestly, I really have not dated anybody younger than me, like hardly ever. Like I always go older.
Yeah, this is the first time I've gone out with somebody younger than me, and he's a lot younger than me.
Yeah. I'm 8 years younger than TJ, and it really doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Like even since the beginning, like I kind of always felt like we had a similar mentality.
Yeah, that's like in a way, I don't know, I'm probably kind of immature, but then like also in certain ways, he's more like he thinks things through more than I do.
Really?
Like even just like with money and stuff, like probably all the dumb big purchases we made or like my idea, like the Switch and entertainment system, things like that. And like the reason I even have a savings account now is like because of him, you know? So it's like things like that. Like we just, there's certain things like,
yeah,
he's more
like
he's pretty mature about. Yeah.
That's still like how I feel about TJ, because like he used to be a lot more frivolous with money, and like I'm super frugal. Like I grew up really poor, so like I don't like spending money at all, and he grew up really rich, and like didn't, I don't know, like the only reason we have a savings account I feel like is because of me. Yeah. So like, and I'm always like, don't buy that. Like you don't need that. Which I think probably annoys him, but he's probably thankful for it at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's good to have a balance.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, even though me and my boyfriend are pretty far apart, I feel like there's still a balance, like in different areas. We kind of even it out.
Well, I think that's what a relationship is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think that's probably good.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah.
I had a really good time.
Me too.
I'm going to go ahead and say, like, you can come on anytime again.
Cool. Yeah, we should do it again soon.
Yeah. And I know that you're wanting to do a YouTube channel too, so maybe sometime we can do it on your channel and get some cross appeal going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get my channel going. I should have set it up already. Oh, well.
It's okay.
Do it next time.
This isn't like a super professional podcast or anything. So... yeah, this was actually really fun. It was less nerve-wracking than I was like building it up to be.
Yeah, like I know I was really scared.
I don't even know why I was scared. I've done this so many times. Yeah. So I was just like, I'm nervous. I always get nervous before streams though, because I don't want to look stupid or something. But I think we had like a really good conversation. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It looks like almost 500 people watched it, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and it should get some more. So yeah, share this, like this. Definitely follow both of us on Instagram. When her Big Cutie site comes out, definitely subscribe to that. That's gonna like make her life.
And yours.
Definitely. And yours. I like it. All right. Well, love you guys. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Bye. There we go.